Hi, my name is Michael Janzen, and I'm a tiny house designer. I am happy to report that I just published a new book. It's called 101 Tiny House Designs. This video is a preview of the book, so you can actually take a look at it. This is the ebook version, which is available right now. In a week or two, the print version will be available on Amazon.com. So look around the beginning of November, maybe the end of October, if they're really fast about it. Let me show you how the book is organized really quickly. It's all in order of size, so tiny houses are 8.5 feet wide, less than 13.5 feet tall, but the length is really what we focus on in terms of size, because we're limited by road restrictions on the other things. So the book starts with 12-foot designs. That seems like a good place to start. Back in the day, I started designing tiny houses in 2007. Back then, that was a normal size tiny house. They were less than 100 square feet. Well, nowadays, people are building lots of 24-foot, 28-foot, 32-foot tiny houses. So I've got lots of those in here too. And so that's how it's organized by size. So let me first show you the first and last house in the book, and then I'm going to jump around and show you a couple of my favorites. So this is the first one. It's Vardø inspired. It has a sort of split Vardø roof on it. I show the floor plans, interior views, exterior views. I show more interior views and 3D elevations, so you can really get a good look at how this would be done. The whole point of the book is to inspire people to design their own tiny houses, or to be able to take this and say, hey, tiny house builder, I want you to build this for me. What do you think? So now let me jump down and get you or show you the 101, number 101, which is the big brother of house number 1. Same kind of roof. This one's on a gooseneck trailer. The base of the trailer is 32 feet plus another 8 feet for the gooseneck. So this is an enormous tiny house. And throughout the book, I show several different themes of houses like this Vardø theme and how it changes as it grows, or how it can change as it grows. Because that's important. I think it's important to be able to as you're trying to imagine living in a tiny house, it's important to find the right size. So now let me fast forward through my little search here, and I will find some of my favorites and show them to you. Okay, so this one, at first it just looks like, oh, it's just a gambrel little barn-shaped one, but it has an interesting feature, which you could do on any kind of roof style. It's a dog trot. A dog trot is a house that has a breezeway between under a shared roof between two sections of a house, and they're often built in the south where it's humid and it's good for cooling the house, etc. But in this case, I was imagining a live-work tiny house where you have a separate office that's really separate from the living space. And so that way, if you have clients or visitors or whoever coming to visit the business side, they're not, they're never really stepping inside your house. They're really just, knocking on your office door. So it really kind of, and if you, live with somebody else or children or whatever, you might want to separate, the workspace from all the other activities that go on in the home. So. And I don't think I've ever seen a tiny house with a dog trot through it like that. So let me continue my little quick browse, and I'll land on the next one I want to show you. Okay, now here's a crazy idea. What if you had a tiny house that had a garage that was big enough to hold a car? Well, that would be cool, because then you could hook it up to your truck and you could travel. And when you get to your camp spot or whatever, you just pull up, jump in the little car, run to town, go shopping or whatever, come back. I mean, it just seems like a nice option to have, or at least a crazy idea that maybe one should consider. The inside of the house is pretty small, so it does have a bed over the gooseneck portion of the trailer, and it's a 32-foot house, so this is typically about as long as you get. There are longer tiny houses, but this is about as long as you get, typically. And then it also has a loft with a couple of twin beds. So again, it could be a traveling family. So let me show you the next house. Okay. Now I don't mean to be focusing so much on families. I have a good millennial one for you next after this one. But here's one that isn't terribly long. It's 24 feet, which is a good reasonable size, relatively easy to tow. This one has a little spiral staircase that goes up to the loft. It also has a little ladder going up to a smaller loft that has a twin bed. But it's nice big open room, giant windows, and yeah, a laundry, kind of a normal bathroom, full featured kitchen with a range and a full-size fridge, nice sitting area, table for four. It's, you know, it's kind of got everything you need, again, for a small family. So let me move on. All right, here we go. Coffee shop, tiny house combo. Crazy, huh? So, are you a barista? Do you make coffee? Do you like making coffee? How would you like to make coffee on the road? Or maybe it's not a coffee shop. Maybe it's a burrito shop or a sandwich shop or whatever. But here's the idea so it has two entries. It has the public entry out the front, and it has a little employees only entry on the side, which leads to the kitchen and service counter. And then also back here is the bathroom, a laundry, and then a ladder up to the loft. So when you're working, you're working here. You can get in and out if you need to. But then after hours, when you close shop, the counter flips up, and you can use the lounge area as a living room. And you can haul your tables in, or maybe you stuff them away in the little closet here over the trailer tongue, or you just pile up inside if that's what you want to do. But anyway, it's a real live workspace for the entrepreneur. So like here I said, it sleeps two hardworking entrepreneurs. So let me keep going. This next one's actually right here. So this has, have you seen those tiny houses with roll-up glass doors? Well, you can buy roll-up glass doors. You can buy all sorts of roll-up doors. When I was looking into roll-up doors and designing the tiny house with a garage, there are lots of companies that make these things, and they make them custom sizes. And so you can get these glass roll-up doors. Now, it's not like something you would want to use all the time, I don't think, like in inclement weather. You don't want to like roll up the whole wall, but still, it's an option. So if you do that, I think you should have a back door too. Like I have a back door here off the kitchen. This house has two queen beds and lofts, has this railing around this raised platform in the middle, and part of the railing is actually something you would climb up into the loft. Sorry. And it's got a bathroom, it's got a little lounge area, and this nice big table. So let me take you to the next one now. So this one, I just love the shape of, and I'm going to do some more of these. I think it's really the only one like it in the book. And I think of it like a little pioneer, like it should be in a little pioneer town or something, like along Main Street or whatever. And it's got this nice porch with the two flip-up steps. So they flip up when you're driving, and then when you're parked, you just flip them down. The inside's real simple, and it's not a very big house. It's a 20-footer. It's a tiny kitchen. Table for two, bathtub. You could probably switch the bathtub out for a shower and a laundry. You could do that. There's plenty of space in the bathroom. And then this room, there's no loft. So this room has a couple of sofas. Maybe they're sofa beds. Maybe they're just the type of sofa you would be happy to sleep on. But anyway, I just love the shape of this one. That's why I want to show it to you. Okay, I'm going to show you one more and then tell you where you can get my book. Okay, I really love this one. It's like a little caboose. It's like a little railroad caboose, and I don't have a big like thing for railroad stuff, but cabooses are really cute. So it just occurred to me that, if you used a simple 312 pitch roof, and you could put one on sort of top of the other, and you could have a nice big tall loft space, and still the rest of the house would be relatively short, and that has these front and back porches, much like a caboose has a front and a back. And so to carry it a little bit farther, I actually lined up, like, instead of one table for four, I put two tables for two, because when you walk into a train, that's kind of how it is, right? And so it has a little kitchen, but it's got everything you need, and a bathroom with a tub, and then the back room, has a little lounge and a place to hang out, and then there's a loft with a ladder in the hallway. And there's a couple of these in the book, a couple of different sizes, as I was playing with the idea. And this is not the biggest one. The biggest one's 32-footer. But I think this is my favorite because I kept the loft small enough that it still looked really like a caboose, and it has the porches on the front and the back. So anyway, this is I want to show you that one too. It's just kind of cute. So anyway, that's a preview of 101 Tiny House Designs. Like I said, you can get the ebook right now at tinyhousedesign.com. And then in short order, you can get the print book at amazon.com. Thanks for watching.